Wham!
Welcome
We're here.
to Realm4D6. Tonight, we will be traveling through the world of Eralia as the Deepstorm Troopers.
Fully going.
Wow, that's fucking weird. Anyways, for the realm.
Oh, for the realm. Welcome.
Dudes. Huzzah. So, where we last began?
Alright, we should be good now.
What?
Where we last began?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, where we last were.
Okay, so you guys picked up. You had just spoken to the Elder Council of Eralia. They rewarded you for defeating these hag creatures you had encountered in mid-show. They had Favir, the Master of Whispers and Lore, informed you all that they had quite positively discovered the location of this Malachi Oruman, the leader of this, or more so, less leader, more mastermind behind this strange human smuggling ring, which Klaus's family seems to have gotten tangled up in. They pointed you towards a region up north, Razorwind Keep, I believe. Favir let you know that the passage to the northern area of Eralia, Razorwind.
Sorry.
Razorwind Passage, she has a spy who has been traveling with this caravan they have spotted, that you are to meet there at some point on your travels, and he will brief you once more. His name was... Shit, I will tell you momentarily. Fuck.
That's a good name right there.
Tathdar was his name. He was a dark elf.
Oh yeah, the drow.
With that being said, it was Zet, the Centaur War Master, leader of this council, said that you all should take the day to prepare yourselves, or supplies you might need, any business you wish to take care of before you do set out. So with that being said, you have your supplies, or you have your gold, the spoils that you had received from this cavern, the hags. With that being said, the day is yours. A Sentinel, I believe, before we left off, you had left your sword with Vorkax for him to study. So we'll say, that being done, you guys are now currently outside of the this keep to where the Elder Council resides, and they do their business. You're now in the upper districts of Deepstorm. The day is yours. So what do you wish to accomplish? Like I said, we can treat this as a day to take care of business, shop, whatever you guys need to do.
Shopping.
If you do, I don't know if anyone wrote it down, but you also received that studded leather armor, the fire resistance, which I don't know who has that now.
Useless to me. I already have fire resistance. If you want it, you can have it.
Then you need the extra armorage, though?
Nah.
You need a better AC.
Nah, I don't need better AC.
You should...
Yeah, I'm good.
Hey, we should buy him some other armor if somebody else
Well,
wants
well, before we jump to any decisions, we can go visit our Minotaur friend, see if he has any new interesting wares.
Received the scroll of feeble mind.
I'll take that.
The scroll of glibness and the scroll of dominate monster. Which I assume the spellcasters will. You guys can discuss who uses those and who has them. And I believe that was it. You guys got the gold and the other coin as well. And, I know, of course, how could I forget? Sentinel's sword, leaving it with Vorkax, seemed to draw power from one of the hag creatures that you all had defeated as well.
Correct.
I believe that's everything. The day is yours.
Well, I'm gonna get Sentinel his upgrade, right, guys? That's priority one.
That is.
Any money that I have in reserve, like you guys want to keep on, like going there, throwing it in.
Didn't we receive the name of like an apothecary or something?
Oh yes, doing a bit of research. Yeah. I know the first time you guys went around the city, you found a few places of note. The Forge, Jolus's or the Arcanist's retreat, and now you seem to have found nestled in the upper districts of Eralia, a little shop known as Adlin's Apothecary.
Where do you all wish to go first? Like I said, we are in the upper district. Maybe we should be efficient with our time. What is in the upper district that we should go to first?
Suppose we could stop by the apothecary and pick up some potions.
Jesus.
Oof.
Roll a wisdom save. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I guess I'd be the first guest before we leave. The first stop, rather, before we leave the upper district.
Okay. So, go ahead and roll an investigation check, somebody or everyone, to see just how fast it takes you to get there.
Nat 20.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
Go ahead.
It takes about half an hour or so just to find it. It's nestled on the corner of a little street.
Okay.
Looks to be a quaint little shop.
Cool.
Yeah, you see a sign hanging out. It looks like a little mortar and pestle. It says Adlin's Apothecary.
Adlin's.
Adlin, Adlin.
Oh, thank you. Well, I guess
Hello.
go on in.
Hello. Walk right in.
Give me just a second.
Oh, if they're open, I suppose.
They are.
Okay.
You guys got here pretty early. You guys woke up and then teleported to teleported to Deepstorm. So it's pretty early in the morning.
First customer of the day.
About 9 a.m. I'd say.
Good morning, Adam.
Hold on, give me just a second.
Adeline, where are you? Adeline!
Wait, how do you know it's Adeline? Maybe not.
She might have a word.
coworker.
Yeah.
So, as you guys enter, you announce your presence. You see a little, a rather small counter, and just walking in, the smell that hits you, it's a strange combination of like must. A few fragrant smells penetrate the mustiness every so often, but you see shelves lined with various we can only assume to be potions, tonics, oils, what have you. A green goblin head pokes out from behind the counter. So your sword would have lit up, just so you were aware.
Did I ever get it back from Vortex?
Oh, that's right. You don't have it.
Yeah, no.
Never mind. Yeah.
It would have, though, if you did.
I could just imagine it now.
Yeah. It seems to be an older goblin gentleman. Like very old, like really withery gray strands of hair going bald. Like there's a big wart on his forehead, and he's got like a little pair of spectacles that kind of hang on his nose, not all the way pushed up to his face. Hello. How are you all today?
Good.
We're all doing fine. How are you doing?
I'm making it day by day. What can I do for you, Sonny?
We're open to buy some potions for me.
Oh, are you looking for anything in particular?
For your strongest
Healing.
potion.
Healing.
Healing potions? Yes. I have a couple of those. How powerful are you looking for them to be?
Strongest. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stay out.
Potions.
What do you have?
Well, give me just a moment. And he like starts looking through the racks like, oh no, that won't do. And he ends up taking you all it seems to be 3, and he says, oh well, these are your run-of-the-mill healing potions. And he puts another 2. These have a bit more kick to them. That's all I have in stock at the moment.
How much?
Oh, I say about 50 gold apiece for the normal ones, and 100 for the more powerful versions.
I'll take the normal ones.
How many does he have in total?
It's 3 regular healing potions, and 2
the fancy ones.
So 350.
So I'll take.
I'll take.
What about
greater potions of healing.
What about 200 gold for all of them? Isn't it 250 together?
Make a persuasion check.
All right.
It'd be 350 for all of it.
Shit. All right, so 300, I guess. 15.
15.
Yeah. So I guess 300. If they're 350 together, then 300 is what I would have said.
300.
I'm just trying to knock off 50. Yeah.
All right. Fuck, I can't remember how to English language. Ah, man of bargain, I see. Fine, son, that'll do. 50 gold won't bother me too much.
Thank you.
Wow.
I have a.
Goblin.
I have a.
So that's like 5 healing potions, boys.
No, you have 3 normal healing.
3 normal
potions,
and 2 big ones.
Greater
2 big boys.
potions of greater healing. I have a few other interesting things if you wish to browse.
You'll have my ear.
Ah, of course. Give me just a moment. And he starts kind of like, he's like, come now. And he starts like, he starts showing you around the shop. And are any of you interested in turning back the clock? Not
How far are we talking here?
not becoming so old and decrepit such as myself. I'm sure you wouldn't care so much about that, but the rest of you perhaps.
The march of time comes for us all.
Not in particular, mate.
Oh, fair enough. Well, I have some very interesting oils as well. And he like leads you a bit further. And he like holds up this one. It's like
My retirement plan set in stone.
it's a very clear sort of semi-thick oil, and it has like these. It has like these really like silvery, shiny shards that are kind of floating through it. It says, "You look to be the adventuring type. I see your weapons. Some of you have on you. You take some of this, and can rub it on your weapon to give it a little bit of extra kick to it."
How long does it last?
What?
How long does it last?
Oh, it lasts for about an hour or so, but it can coat one weapon or up to the 5 pieces of ammunition, such as an arrow or a bolt for a crossbow.
How much?
For this, I would say about 75 gold. Is there something wrong with that price, Sonny?
It's a little much. I mean, he's the one that wants it. It's up to my friend here. It's his money, not mine.
Well, you already know with it bogan in type, so I was a solid. Wait, what did you say? What, 75?
75.
I was a solid 50, son.
Make a persuasion check.
We're definitely in the upper district around here.
20.
A 20 total?
Not flaccid. It's a flaccid.
It's a flaccid.
Flaccid 20.
Still 20. He's like shaking his head. No good shoppers when I see them. 50 gold it is. And he hands you the
benefit of being the first
bottle.
customers of the day.
Pass it over. I don't get a lot of business in here. Not many adventuring types such as yourself. But
Yeah, imagine the upper district. You get customers that usually want more home
Oh yes.
kind of tonics and such.
Adlin, please, will you give me something to make the love of my life fall for me?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Oh, Adlin, will you make a tonic so my hair grows back? So pedantics.
Nothing too exciting.
But I do have some more things.
Well, we will make sure that some of your more unique potions and oils, we make sure people know they come from Adlin's in the upper district. Maybe get you some more exciting customers.
You do an old goblin well, Sonny. I also have, even if you're not interested in buying it, some. He holds up another like little vial of oil, and this one looks nothing like the one you just bought. It's like really sticky and like black.
My eyes are wide.
Just sticky black liquid.
No,
Yes.
Yeah, it might be poison.
It kind of looks like tar for the most part. Says, "Well, this is a oil of slipperiness. You can take a few moments to apply this to yourself. In a out of game.
Is it butter?
No. I've never seen black butter.
Black butter.
Moldy butter.
Hold up.
Out of game,
paint it.
if you take the 10 minutes to apply the oil to yourself, to thoroughly apply it to yourself, you gain the effects of the freedom of movement spell. You can alternatively, pour it on the ground. It will cover a 10-foot square, and it will duplicate the effects of the grease spell for 8 hours. So he'll explain that to you in Goblin, and then But this, I have another interesting item for those nimwits that want their the person to fall in love with them. This is a filter of love, and he holds it up, and yeah, it's like a really like a vaguely pinkish, normal brackish liquid, and
Got it.
yeah, so yeah, you
Does it work on Warforged?
I don't see why not.
Sentinel will
That's
not
kinda
be
creepy.
drinking that.
But it's simple. You drink this, and then the next person you see, after 10 minutes of drinking it, will be captivated by you.
How much?
Oh, for this?
Yes.
I say 80 gold pieces.
How does 60 sound, good sir?
I'm making it. Make a
Believe
persuasion check.
that
We've given you a lot of business.
a 50 sounds even better.
Oh wow, that was a journey. But that's an 8, so here's 80 gold.
Oh, and I said it backwards. Whoever drinks it, whoever the person is that drinks it, they will become charmed by the next thing they see.
Ah.
So you might not
It's a
want
little
to drink it
more
yourself.
tricky, yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
I apologize.
What does it taste like?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. I've never tried it myself.
Damn.
Said it's like the rose hued, and like you faintly see just by looking at it, like every so often, like a little bubble of a heart will boop,
Oh boy.
and then pop on the surface. But if the person who drinks it sees someone who is of the same species and or gender, a gender that you're normally attracted to, they will see that creature or person as their true love for an hour. Only lasts for an hour.
Could be useful.
I don't know how I feel about something like that.
Could be useful.
I agree with you, but I don't know how I feel about something like that.
Do you only have one?
At the moment, yes, it's a very niche item. But if that doesn't interest you, I have only a few more things. But
This guy's loaded.
I have your normal the potions of resistance. He'll allow you to resist certain effects, fire, ice, if you're traveling through dangerous areas. If you wish to be as strong as a giant, I have a particular potion that will allow you to harness the strength of a giant.
Sorry, it's out of character question. Have they told us anything about Malachi that could be useful, like his race? Like, is there anything we'd be aware of about him? We know he's rich and powerful. Know that.
Yeah, so I would say I think I meant to cover that last session. I probably didn't. He is, you all would know, a human male.
Okay.
As far as I know.
I just couldn't remember if you told us or not.
The one thing about him is that he always keeps a clean appearance no matter what. Clean shaven, blemish free, and long black hair. Middle aged. Yeah.
Fascinating.
Do we know anything about the North lands? If it's cold or hot or anything?
I assume it's gonna be cold.
You can assume it's going to be cold. If you wish to know anything in particular, you can roll a history check.
I mean,
If anyone wishes to help, you can roll or give him advantage.
21.
Yeah, he beat
21. Yeah, of course, it's very cold. It would be colder than mid-shell because it's past the mountain range. You would know that traveling through the mountains is rather dangerous. As far as obstacles of terrain and creatures that might live in the mountains go, that is. As far as the actual area where Razorwind Keep is at, you can make assumptions. Traveling through snow and ice is dangerous, and I recommend that you all prepare to do so.
Yeah. I definitely want that oil of the freedom of movement oil.
Okay.
Whatever that was.
The oil of slipperiness.
Oil slipperiness.
And he also says, and the last thing after the potion of giant strength is potion of climbing. If you ever have trouble traveling upwards vertically, this will help you out with that.
Is that everything of note you have in stock? Because we are traveling. Okay, just to throw it out there, we are traveling to the north. Anything in particular that the potion of climbing sounds handy.
Mm-hmm.
So does the oil. Maybe the potion of giant strength.
Cold resistance.
Anything that can prepare us for the harsh weather or conditions of the north.
Well, in stock currently, that is all I have. I'm trying to think of what could help you. I have a few fire starter kits, if that'll help. As far as my own concoctions, I don't believe I have anything that will be of note.
Well, we already have plenty from you.
I have my little spark tool.
Thank you for the healing potions.
Oh, of course, it's my job.
Do we want to? I mean, I'm still interested in the oil, the filter, and the other two potions.
Yeah. So he asked you about the potion of longevity, which is the age one.
Are you shopping?
Oh no, I'm not interested in that. Everything but that one: the filter, the oil, the potion of giant strength, potion of
Yes, potion, filter of love, potion of climbing, giant strength, slipperiness, oil slipperiness.
Yeah.
And he does have various potions of resistance.
I want the cold resistance one.
If we have cold, if he has them.
Yeah, if he has it.
If when he holds it up to you, it's like it's like a very clear, vivid blue liquid, and as it like coats the inside of the glass, you can see like bits of frost begin to form where the liquid touches the glass.
Frosty.
How much for the lot?
Oh, so a potion of cold resistance, oil of slipperiness, giant strength, which I should let you know, this is a very powerful potion of giant strength. There's a potion of fire giant strength.
Ooh.
What do we do require your most powerful potions? Potions are.
But yeah, out of game, you want cold resistance, the fire giant strength.
Possibly, if it's not too expensive.
Okay, well, the fire giant strength, the potion of fire giant strength will cost you 150 gold.
All right.
It is very rare.
What's a D?
We have the potion of Sentinel strength. That's all we need to do.
Yeah, we might be fine without that one.
Well, after drinking the potion for
It ups your strength to whatever giant kind of.
For 1 hour, it will quite literally give you the strength of a fire giant.
Which is like.
This
There's a number.
out of a game that would make your strength score 25.
Yeah. It's pretty strong. We might not need that though.
How long is that?
It lasts for an hour, and like it's kind of nasty. Like you see floating in it, like every now and then you'll see like what looks to be like a giant like toenail pop up and
Hell yeah.
float away.
It's a pretty fucking dope.
The consistency of that potion must be
And it's like
awful.
Take it
the,
in one
the toenail seems to be like smoldering a little bit
Down
as
it.
well.
You.
All right.
That'll cost just the potion of giant strength will cost you 150.
Maybe not that one, but the rest of them. That one is quite expensive. I have to evaluate that separately.
Okay, so out of game once again. Resistance, slipperiness. Do you guys want the filter of love? And the other one is the potion of climbing.
If
I
nobody
don't
else
see
is,
it coming in handy.
no filter of love. Okay, take that out too.
Okay.
Take it off too.
All right, well, for just a potion of cold resistance, how many? I have 2 in stock.
I'd have taken both.
Both potions of cold resistance. That'll be... I've been cutting you guys deals. So let's say for the 2 cold resistance, the oil of slipperiness, and the potion of climbing, if that still interests you, let's say 200 gold. That'll be it.
Sounds bad.
Sounds fair to me, sir. It's good doing business with you.
Okay. So who wants what? Or you guys can write it down. I have cards.
I definitely would. Either me or Vince should have that potion of climbing. For sure.
Hang
I'll
on.
take the 2
I would
cold
like-
resistances.
I'll give you gold for it,
resistance.
but I would like one of the potions of greater healing.
That's fine.
Okay, you have 2 potions of cold resistance. Potion of climbing.
Are you shopping now, Karen?
I have some spare gold on me, sir.
Great. Take the rest of your gold if you're going to be participating in any form of shopping.
Oil slipperiness.
Final.
I'll hold on to that carrot.
1,004 gold gets her.
Be careful, it's slippery.
Well, the rest of it's going to you.
Please take care of
I'll
those
hold on to it.
cards.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will put them with the rest of them in my.
Said 1,004 gold.
Yeah, you're gonna keep with this gold now?
Well, it's all gonna go away here soon. If not, I'm gonna donate it to a damn charity on our way out.
Oh god. No.
What?
It's going to the charity of Sentinel
So we
upgrades.
better, yeah. That's where it should be going.
Excuse me, I don't believe we caught your name.
Oh, me, I'm Adlin.
Yeah, he.
Sorry. You wouldn't happen to know any seamstresses or clothing people around this district?
Clothing shop's easy enough to find. Head down the street and you'll find a lovely little dwarven woman by the name of Nasadora.
Nasadora.
Or Nasdora, my apologies. Nasdora.
Nasadora.
What's the name of her shop?
How's it feel?
It's the Quaint Quilt.
Nice. Nice.
I totally had that planned. I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, it's a pleasure doing business with you.
Do you, jumping back to those scrolls real quick, do you want me to roll like a knowledge arcana check to see if I know what they actually do, if those particular spells, or are you just going to assume I know what they do?
It'd be easy enough to just read and see what it did. Because like it's basically the scroll like tells you how to cast and
what it
effects of
does.
what it does. And I will tell you.
Are you guys aware of what glibness does?
I will tell you.
What?
It's a pretty powerful spell.
Oh, so you already have it then?
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I was looking it up while we were doing this, so I would know.
What are they called?
The scroll of glibness.
Glibness, yep.
And it lasts for an hour, and it makes all charisma checks like be at least a 15.
No matter what.
And people always think you're telling the truth unless there's like something else, I guess.
Interesting.
Like even if they use magic, they always, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. You're very charismatic, and no matter what, not even with magic, you're always telling the truth. Even if you're lying.
That's pretty cool.
Potion of luck in Harry Potter, dude.
Kinda, yeah.
The Scroll of Feeble Mind, do you know what that does?
The feeble mind, I know it has to do with like a wisdom thing, but the glibness was the one I had no idea. But if you want to go ahead and read it to everybody, so they know.
So basically, and these spells, I believe, are castable by both of you. I made sure they were castable by at least most of them were either Bard or Warlock spells. So it's described: you blast the mind of a creature that you can see within range, and you attempt to shatter its intellect and personality. It does take damage and makes an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, intelligence. Okay.
But when it fails, its intelligence and charisma score both become a 1. The creature cannot cast spells, activate magic items, understand language, or communicate in any intelligible way. The creature can, however, identify its friends, follow them, and even protect them. And it lasts for 30 days.
It's just, no. It says at the end of 30 days they can repeat the saving throw. It only ends if they succeed.
Exactly.
If they never succeed, it's permanent.
And it can be ended by greater restoration or wish.
Yeah. Wish.
Like you literally reduce someone to.
If you do
a
that to
vegetable.
somebody, you're fucking them up. Like they're done.
That's fucking crazy.
If they fail the
What
intelligence
level
save.
spell is that?
It's 8th level spell. Jeez, we
And
gotta.
the other dominate monsters.
Powerful.
Dominate monsters pretty self-explanatory.
That's a scroll.
Yes.
Yeah,
You have those 2 scrolls and the dominate monster scroll.
That's awesome.
I didn't realize just how powerful those spells were that you gave us. All right,
A bunch of has.
that's why I was looking at them like, wait a minute.
Is there a class that can like make more scrolls? Would I be able to do
Most
that?
people, if you're a magic class, if you have like proficiencies in them, you usually can. You have to have the proper tools and stuff. But
Yeah, I
you
would
can do
assume
it.
so.
It takes time.
Yeah.
It takes time and supplies, just like anything else. Like I don't know the hard fast rules for it, but it usually takes like a week or so to properly make.
And
a
I would
scroll.
say that you can only make a scroll of like a spell that you already know.
Yeah, you know.
Like you can't just make a wish scroll at level 3.
Oh, so I can't like make a scroll off of that scroll.
I wouldn't. I would say no.
Okay.
I'll look into it more.
You don't
if
have
it's
like
something you should
the.
do.
I think the way it goes, you don't have like the powerful enough innate knowledge to cast the spell without assistance. So there's no way you can imbue a scroll with
Makes
that
sense.
power.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
It's kind of like how wizards work because they write all their stuff into a book. So it's very similar to how wizards do their stuff. And matter of fact, most scroll makers are wizards of some kind because it's a nice way to make a living without, risking your life every day. Okay, so how much was all that? I don't even remember.
Fuck. I think I said
It was
200, 200 gold for all of them.
Okay, cool. How much did you give him? Wait,
Yeah, you go.
was 200 deducted from that 1,000 or no?
Nope.
Okay,
Negative.
so it's 800 for.
I paid it. I paid the 200.
Oh, my hands were clean. Anything else? Oh, we're gonna go to this clothing. Vin, what do you need a clothing app for? Or I'm sorry, what was your who? I know.
Oh,
Sounds
Door?
like Fjord.
Fjord.
Fjord. What do you require a clothier for?
We need some more clothes.
Fair enough. Let's go to the clothier.
It's gonna be fucking cold.
You're right. It's gonna be cold.
Sentinel requires no clothing.
Good for you, Sentinel.
It's because you have no body heat.
You might. Okay, so
Too bad I didn't
My
buy the potion.
constitution score might say
Could be
otherwise.
advanced coldness.
Advanced coldness.
I don't know. Let's we might
So
need to
fucking
get. I have a
desert.
winter blanket, but I might need something a little more warm as well. So
Maybe get some furs for me. Maybe I can have
yeah,
furs.
yeah. Let's get some. Let's get some warm clothing.
yeah, so you make your way down. He pointed you in the direction. It doesn't take you too long. You like 5 or 10 minutes. You walk down. You find a little shop, the Clint Quilt, ran by Nasdora, supposedly. But yeah, you're outside the shop.
I should go into the shop.
Okay, yeah, you make your way in.
I bust that fucking door down.
Boo!
Let me make a strength check. I'm just kidding. I will calmly open the door.
Yeah, and a little ding-a-ling.
Hello there.
Oh, hello.
Oh, aren't you?
Are you Nasdora?
Yeah, you see a small dwarven woman, red hair in a braid. She seems to be like actually in the middle of sewing something, like some furs together. Who knows what she's making?
Is she small even for a dwarf or just?
Normal size, I'd
Oh,
say.
okay.
My name's Fjord. I was hoping to acquire some of your goods. We're traveling north to stay warm.
Traveling north. Okay.
Indeed.
Well, what do you need?
What do we like? Some fleece, maybe?
Fleece? You want like a coat or?
Leather?
I mean, I have this robe. I would like a robe, but warmer.
I would love
To be fair,
Some insulation.
a coat would be great.
Traveling north, like
The deep north.
north of mountains north, or?
Yeah, we might be going north of the mountains. Correct? There's a good chance. Razor Wing
believe
Keep.
so.
Yes, it is. So,
Yes.
And perhaps a fur hat.
fur hat, a fur coat, fur robe,
I like a cloak.
just a cloak.
Feather lined and in the hood and everything.
Any boots, anything?
Boots would actually be nice.
How about just make some winter apparel, and I'll make sure I make a robe for you.
That'd be nice.
And you?
Sentinel would like your finest furs.
Just
Just to drape.
just the raw materials?
Just make me something that would fit a mighty warforged such as myself.
Perhaps a shawl of sorts.
Ah, I have no idea what a shawl is, but yes.
You'll love it.
All right.
And some pants.
So that's
Yeah, just I'll make just winter apparel for the three of you, and a shawl for your friend here.
Sounds great.
Can you come back tomorrow morning? I don't particularly have anything on my plate.
Sure, that sounds good.
great.
Okay, and that'll be for simple winter apparel. I would say for you it'd be a little less because you're just getting shot. I say maybe 100 and
Excuse me,
130 silver.
130
Hell yeah.
a piece?
Yeah.
Or
No, just total. Like
total?
say about 35-ish silver for each of you. So
Sounds good.
So I'd say it's like 120, 130. So
We got plenty of that, like with that stuff we got from the chest.
that would add up to like 13 or so gold.
Yeah. Well, let's try to get rid of the small change if we can.
And she will have winter apparel ready.
Reduce our traveling weight before we go hiking in the mountains.
You wouldn't happen to know any blacksmiths who are good at putting a little magic inside of the weapons. That way you can hit ghosts and shit, would you?
You heard of what's that fella's name? The tall Minotaur. Yeah. What's his name?
Boy.
Lostja?
Lozenge?
Lozenge? Is that?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Sausage.
Sausage.
That's a funny name.
Lasagna.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking. Yeah, we've run into him once or
I
twice.
remember.
Could you
His name's Jolas.
Could you point us
Jonas.
in the direction?
Get there quicker.
Oh yeah, he's down in the lower district somewhere, I believe.
I thought he was in the upper district.
No, he was around the forge. I think.
Yeah, he was him and Erlin, who's a little gnome that ran the forge.
Did I step out when we went to Jolas?
You never shop with us. I don't know what you're doing now, but this is your first time in any store.
Is it?
I don't remember actually.
I don't
He comes
remember
to the
this
shops with us.
Minotaur.
He just doesn't buy anything.
He doesn't say that. Yeah, but
He wouldn't- he-
normally he does not participate.
He would not arm wrestle Sentinel.
I arm wrestled you.
No, the Jolas wouldn't.
Yeah.
Why don't I remember this guy? Was I not in here?
You remember?
He had the robe. You were here for the robe. He showed us the robe.
Yeah, the robe of many things.
Yeah. Not the robe. No.
Yeah.
The robe of many things.
I think that was one of the things he had, or it was a robe of something.
What?
It was the robe where you peel off.
That's what it's called, isn't it? Robe of many.
Oh,
It's called a robe of
okay,
useful
yeah.
items.
Useful
You
items.
guys would remember what he had. He had the robe of useful items,
Yeah.
the immovable rod, something else, I think. I don't remember.
I definitely dipped out.
Oh, he had a
and came
periapt.
back at the end of this.
Periapt of health or periapt of wound
I remember him wearing that at the end. I came in at the end. I think that's what happened. I asked for a quick recap of what we saw. There was some reason I wasn't in the room when it happened.
Yeah, you guys walked in and like there was a thick, like smoky mist on the bottom
Yeah.
because of like there was incense lit everywhere in the shop.
Yeah.
Do you guys hear that?
It's a
probably-
dog.
Oh, okay. I thought I was going crazy. Sorry.
Did you let him in real quick? Is that
Yeah,
okay?
he's gonna keep lying,
Yeah,
probably.
he's just gonna... I feel bad, dude. It makes me feel bad. Bud.
Oh, they're both here.
Oh, he's got the cone.
I want to take that off.
Just keep an eye on it.
Oh, close the door. Sorry.
Hi, baby.
God, it's cold out there. All right.
Yeah,
So
eat that.
Better than fucking burning up.
yeah, Minotaur.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
Anyways, yeah.
Well, just be back tomorrow morning and have all your stuff ready.
Sounds good. Thank
We
you very much.
appreciate
It's a
it.
really mix of accents there.
Sounds
sorry.
good.
Okay.
You have a nice night.
Okay, so you guys conclude your business for now, at least.
How long does it take to get? Sorry, were you gonna say?
Go
something? How long does it take to get to the lower district?
Say from where you guys are at now, so smack dab like near the middle top is the keep, like the royal chambers or so. And then you guys made your way out towards, or and from y'all's perspective, looking at the map, y'all would have went towards Adlin's Apothecary down the street to where Nastor is, to make your way to the lower districts where he is at. Roll investigation check. Unless you're trying to gauge, unless you want to take care of something before you go there.
I'm good.
I think we're all good, right?
How far away is the forge?
I remember it wasn't too far, right?
It's not too far from the Arcanist retreat.
I got a 5 on my investigation.
I didn't fare much better. I got a 11, 12.
Hey,
What about a
I'm
16?
just following the group.
Okay.
Being awfully quiet there, Bark.
Just following the group.
So
Bark.
the highest roll is about
sorry.
16.
A Gargus.
You guys have already kind of made your way up and down before. I would say 45 minutes or so to get there.
No.
I'll lead
It's
the way.
starting to get pretty, like, by this time it's probably about 9:30, 10, so people are starting to be up and about, traveling throughout the city. So
These lines. I
Ben's
swear.
busy thinking.
okay.
All right.
So as you travel, done this in a while. Give me a second.
Hit us with that random encounter.
Who's gonna be I assume Sentinel, you'll be leading the way then.
I'll lead the way.
All right, so roll perception check.
I'll be in the back.
I'm behind you.
I'm supposed to be behind Sentinel.
Oh,
It's okay.
It's
we'll
not.
not get behind you.
You only have to walk in a line.
I'll get right next to it.
I just imagine it's funny you walk everywhere in a line.
Yeah, we just walk as a
Roll a
group in a
six.
line everywhere.
Hi-ho.
Okay.
Hi-ho.
You guys want to hold a rope?
Did
Make
not
sure you
roll
don't get
very well.
lost.
Don't get lost, guys. Use the
Who
buddy.
needs a rope? We have hands.
Use the buddy system. Yeah.
Just hold dicks.
I don't
Stick your
have one.
finger inside my butt.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't
Can
have
we
one.
get that? Can we talk to the fourth?
Oh,
You get
God,
one, Adam.
Let's not get in the dick.
Let's not do that. Let's not go
a
there.
large metal extension.
Let's not. Let's
Jesus
just
Christ.
not.
Okay, so as you're traveling,
Then we can sell you to Penny.
as you are traveling, all of a sudden, you know, a few drops of water hit the top of your head. Just you look up, and slowly but surely, a very heavy downpour of rain begins.
Put my cloak up.
Yeah, that's it so far.
Yeah,
That's all you notice.
That's all I have is a cloak as well.
With that being said, you make your way to Jolus, or the Arcanist retreat. You are soaking wet. And
wonderful.
You're
Is
now
it-
outside the shop.
Question:
Answer.
does this feel like normal rain?
Make an insight check.
Your eyes. Do you see anything?
Do I see any
Yeah.
magical ores in this
You
rain?
don't see any magical.
Okay.
Well, you're outside Jolus's place, so
Well, I probably see.
you'd be able to pick up a few things from inside.
10.
Now it's pretty normal rain.
It's not rainbow rain, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I assume you make your way inside as a little ding bell goes off, and dum, dum, dum. Minotaur with you see like just two like shrouded hands just make one like robed and thing and
Yeah.
hello, remember you, how can help? New items?
Do you have any new stock?
New items.
Yes, new
Follow
item.
me.
I will.
Quick question.
We will.
Answer.
Would I be able to use thaumaturgy to dry us off?
Don't
Is
think
that
it
like
works
more
like that.
sound related stuff?
Thaumaturgy usually has to do with like small movements.
Yeah, I don't think you can dry yourself with thaumaturgy.
Well,
Yeah, you just begin to do that, and like it sounds like this really low humming, and Fior's just like
I'm trying.
touching.
I'm trying it on the back on the back of K-Ron.
Did I even notice? And it's just like,
K-A-Ron.
what are you doing? Quit it!
Okay.
Are
So-
you dry?
No, I'm not dry.
Damn.
So he
I don't have a way to do it either.
yeah, you guys are soaking. I mean, be easy enough to like kind of just like squeeze like the water out of your fucking bit of your clothes as you walk in. But like as you move, you can feel your clothes sticking to your skin and whatnot. He shows you the things that you did see before.
My balls.
You find the robe of useful items, the Periapt of Health, which, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, you're immune to disease, and it will suppress any diseases you have while you wear it. The immovable rod, and okay.
Throw it in.
Well, you guys also have. I don't know what you're gonna do with it. You guys do still have the Heartstone from the hag as well.
Oh, shit. I
The Heartstone?
don't even remember exactly what it does. Did we ever really find out what
Yeah, he
it
did.
does?
It's how hags. It's what hags use to, or what a night hag uses to make herself ethereal, so to speak.
Right.
And it also cures any disease that you have.
Right.
How many uses does it have a day?
You don't know.
We can use it as a bargaining chip with Feral.
Sentinel
Let's see what
could
he's
use
got.
it to confuse his enemies.
Jolas, do you have any magic weapons?
Yes, few. Get there.
Sorry.
New shipment. Crystal Bay. See, and he holds up. I'm very familiar to you all. From should be
the
very-
alchemist place from Crystal Bay.
Should be very familiar to you at least.
Her jar.
Yes, I forgot what her name was. Fuck.
I can't remember her jar. I can't
Poppy.
remember her name. Poppy.
Is a massive jug. It looks like a ceramic jug with multiple corks placed throughout it, one on top. Alchemist, anyone? Very useful.
You said it's from Crystal Bay?
It is.
How
Delightful woman named Poppy.
is there any reason why she gave it up?
Retirement, I believe.
Retirement. We just we are familiar with Poppy. We've been to her store before.
Oh yes. Spoke with through mind.
Oh, I didn't know she was capable of such a thing.
Her no. Me
no.
yes.
Hmm.
And like as soon as he says that, you hear a deep voice into your mind. Very interesting, yes?
It's a neat trick.
Indeed it is, he says out loud. But yeah.
Do that.
I'll do it to him. Alright, I can do it too.
Hey, there you
And
go.
he says back in your mind, says, very nice, very nice. But it's Alchemy Jug. I assume you guys know what it does already.
Oh, I don't remember if
Yeah.
we ever knew. Yeah.
I forgot.
I didn't even go in the store with you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's right. You stayed outside
Yeah.
because of the children.
Yeah, like
Little goblins, yeah.
Well, he tells you, this jug, once per day. He pops a cork off. Every cork, something different. And like they have small little labels you can see. One says beer, honey, acid, I think water. Once per day, produce certain amount of one item. Next day, recharges. Can do again. Different liquid, if you please. Out of game. Pretty much what he said. There's multiple things. Acid, basic poison, beer, honey, mayonnaise.
What?
Mayonnaise, oil and vinegar,
mayonnaise.
fresh water and salt water and wine.
I'll just take it.
You can
How much?
I want this thing.
you can
Mayonnaise.
produce up to a certain amount of every liquid every day. For example,
Every liquid?
no, certain liquids have a certain
One.
amount, have a maximum amount you can produce every day. For example, acid, you can only produce up to 8 ounces. Up to 8 ounces.
Which is enough for like one use usually, right?
Around, so every day. Once you do it, that's all it can do until the next day.
That's all the whole thing can do, or just that?
Yes.
What about
acid?
mayonnaise? How much mayonnaise? Can
Yeah, that's the true
That's right.
fucking question right there.
Hold on. 2 gallons of mayonnaise.
Fuck that of mayonnaise.
Fuck it, let's retire to sell
Let's
mayonnaise.
start a food truck.
As he moves it around, you can hear liquid sloshing inside of it.
Ugh.
It weighs about 12 pounds.
Ah, it's all combined in there.
But you name
Yeah.
well, you use an action, and then you name a liquid, and then you can produce the chosen liquid. It pours out up to 2 gallons per minute.
Jesus.
Once it
That's a pretty
starts
slow trickle.
Once it starts producing a liquid, it cannot produce a different one or more than whatever liquid you choose until the next dawn.
But it's
Okay.
unlimited until the next. It just
Recharges.
refreshes.
It's not unlimited. It
It
can, only,
recharge, yeah.
it can only produce up to a certain amount, and
Depending on the
each liquid has a different max.
And then the next day it recharges.
For
and do it
example,
again.
yeah.
But I can have
much?
mayonnaise for 2 days. I
So you
can
get
make
two
mayonnaise, and then
gallons.
the next day I can make more
2 more
mayonnaise.
gallons.
Yes.
If you need 4 gallons,
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
unlimited. Okay. yeah.
So it's
basically
unlimited.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
it recharges. Yeah,
What the fuck
How
are we
much?
gonna do with 2
How
gallons?
much?
How much?
very
I don't know. We
very
just-
strange item.
That's true.
200 gold.
Take it.
So
Yeah, I was like, sold. You're gonna
It's
buy it.
yours.
I was gonna buy it.
The table's on the back.
jeez. Please don't break it.
You can produce 12 gallons of honey.
12 gallons of honey?
Ooh. We're in the artisanal honey business now, boys.
The fuck?
Dude,
12 gallons?
we can make some honey bombs.
That's like the biggest thing.
make everyone very sticky.
No,
I think.
1 gallon of honey.
Okay.
Oh, never
12
mind.
gallons of salt water. Though.
Oh, okay.
Salt water
I'm
for-
sorry. I thought the table went.
Jesus.
A gallon
8
of
gallons
honey.
of fresh
is a
water.
lot.
And
2
fresh
gallons
water.
of vinegar.
The most notable thing
Vinegar.
you can do is make water. Like that
We can pickle some stuff.
Ooh, a gallon of wine.
1 gallon of wine. Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Hey,
2 gallons of fucking mayonnaise.
2 gallons of mayonnaise.
4 gallons of beer, by
That's
the
all
way.
that matters.
4 gallons.
4 gallons of beer. Wow.
Who the fuck?
Thank you.
I can imagine
Why is
in
mayonnaise
the
on
development room, they're making it like, we need another liquid on here.
Wait.
Mayonnaise.
I'm gonna put it down, and I'm gonna fucking... Wait, how does it look? Oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna pull the cork out.
Say, what are you gonna say?
Mayonnaise.
On your hand?
On my hand.
Like a very
Just 2
very
gallons.
thick, the white creamy substance. You know, as mayonnaise starts to pour out of the jug.
Oh.
Smells like mayonnaise.
Ew.
Tastes like mayonnaise.
Is it good mayonnaise?
This is good.
Yeah, this is like Hellman's quality.
It's like, oh,
Hellman.
Ain't that good? Yeah.
Ugh.
Even Sentinel knows this is
It's
wrong.
good.
So for the rest of the day now, if you need mayonnaise, he's your man.
Mayonnaise.
For some reason, this makes me think of, have you guys ever seen the movie From Paris with Love?
Yeah.
Remember the vase that he has with cocaine?
Cocaine.
I feel like we're gonna find a lot more uses for mayonnaise than we think.
It's pretty slippery.
I can't.
We could use it to mark trees, like to find our way back or something.
I cannot wait.
I want to use it to fucking call my horses.
Yeah, we're like in a cave or something.
The only crux
Mayonnaise
of it
mark.
is
We've
like,
been that way. There's a mayonnaise mark right there.
the only crux is like once you name a liquid, you can't do another one until the next day.
Yeah,
That's-
why would you need anything but mayonnaise? That's all.
Mayonnaise is all you need. Mayonnaise and poison.
We could use honey to make our enemies
Poison or
sticky.
mayonnaise.
Stick them together.
Shit.
We need to attack
Next
the bear
level.
over here. Honey.
Okay,
Poisonous honey
Oh,
mayonnaise.
God.
so Jolas seems rather pleased. Oh, glad you like.
It's fantastic.
Still more items, if you wish.
Oh, yeah.
What do
Let
you
us
have?
have it.
So he leads you to another. He like goes to like his little desk area, pulls out a wooden box, pulls it open, and like he let me make sure. Okay, yeah. He pulls out looks to be a what can only be described. You guys ever seen like a rubber band ball?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that, except with like rusty iron bands. He pulls it out. It's like
Sounds unsafe.
it's 3 inches in diameter, and he says, "Wish to hold."
It's not going to give me tetanus, is it?
You hold it. It's rather small. It's only 3 inches in diameter. But
So
it weighs about 1 pound. To make sure I'm doing this right. Okay. Take this. Known as these are iron bands of Bilaru or Bilaro. Take it. Throw at creature and say command word. Bands expand and wrap around a creature. We all relatively small can wrap around up to 2 sizes bigger than us and restrain a creature.
Wait, he had this before, I think, didn't he?
I don't remember.
I don't believe so.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
How much for such a device?
Seems very handy.
Is it
How
a
sturdy is it?
Is it a one-use thing?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so sorry.
Alright.
I was reading, making sure I was doing this right. Okay. One use if creature can escape. Must be very, very, very strong in order to escape. Out of game. You make a ranged attack with the spear. It's a attack bonus equal to your dex mod plus your proficiency bonus. So there's a normal ranged attack usually. If it hits a target that is any target that is huge or smaller, becomes restrained by the metal bands until you use a bonus action to speak the command word and release them, of course. If you do that, or if you miss with the attack, they will contract once more into a ball, a sphere, and it can't be used again until the next dawn. So once a creature is restrained, they can attempt to break out, but it's a DC 20 strength check. If they manage to break out, the item is destroyed. Well, once they make a check, and if they fail, they can't do it again until 24 hours have passed.
That's the catch.
But very useful item. If you wish to restrain, 250 gold.
I want it.
And I have your 1,000 gold.
Still have more where that came from.
Oh,
All right, before we start buying too much stuff, let's hear about the items, guys. So we can reach a agreement on that.
But this item here could be useful for Malachi.
But other items you have could also be useful. Let's not jump the gun is all I'm saying. Let's see all the items and then decide from there what we want to buy.
Understandable.
Keep it on the table, we will.
Yes. Definitely interested. Okay. We jumped the gun on the mayonnaise jar.
Nah, dude, no.
good investment.
We could make our own vials of oil. It produces a quart of oil.
That's the real reason I bought it, honestly.
That's really useful too.
Yeah.
Okay.
A quart?
But fucking mayonnaise. Yeah, dude, you get half an ounce of basic poison and 8 ounces of acid.
Acid.
How strong is the acid?
It is an alchemy jug.
Acid's like not bad. Like
If you
3d4?
if you use a vial of acid to make an attack, I don't think it's much.
It's some amount of d4s.
Usually, just a vial of acid is like 1d4, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine as the quantity increases, the damage it does.
Although I was gonna see if I could like make it over like a few days, and then use my poisoner's kit.
Shit,
to,
it
like,
does 2d6.
Yeah,
2d6, never mind.
Oh, 2d6.
That's pretty decent.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, holy water does about the same in radiant, I believe. If it's like against a undead.
You can
or
either
something.
you can use it as a melee attack and splash it on somebody. Oh no, it's not a melee. It's always a ranged attack, but you can either splash it on somebody within 5 feet or throw it up to 20 feet.
Fuck yeah.
If you we do have to have vials to put them in.
That's what I was gonna ask for.
Or we can just have the jug and just be like, acid. Anyway, sorry.
The same little area he's at, his like little desk nook area, he reaches in and like through a drawer and he like starts rifling around and there, pulls out what looks to be a small little pearl, pretty normal looking. It has like these like striations on it that are like a bit darker than the rest of the pearliness, and this pearl of power.
Yep.
If out of spells, find yourself in situation where need one more cast, you may use once per day and get one more spell.
Interesting.
I would like that.
If we plan accordingly, we shouldn't need such an item, but it could help in a pinch.
Out of game,
That's true.
speak the command word and you get expended spell slot back. If the spell slot is 4th level or higher, you get a 3rd level spell slot back. So the max
Third level.
the max one is 3rd, but if you want to get a 1st or 2nd or 3rd back, you can get it. Anything 4th or higher is just you get a 3rd level spell slot
That could be
instead.
useful.
So basically,
for
we
you.
just can't get higher than 3rd level spell slot back.
Pretty much.
That could be useful for you.
If, like I said, if we plan accordingly, we shouldn't need an item like that. It's
Thunder wave.
300 gold.
I don't know about that.
That is a
I still really want him to get his extendo arm, guys.
that is a strong item.
It is a strong item, but I don't think we need it.
I think I have enough for the extended.
Don't you only have like 2 spell slots?
Yeah, but I have a lot of healing across those 2 spell slots.
It's still only.
Do you remember what the original cost I told you for
Rounds
the
of
Sentinel
combat.
stuff was, by the way?
That was pretty expensive.
Okay.
And I also have
Upwards of 2,000.
96 of healing light that I can use however I wish.
It's still only 2 spell slots.
I want to say the.
You guys have not gone wanting
I wanna
for
say the dark
healing yet.
vision was
I'm
like
just
at least
saying.
800.
I know what I'm doing here. Nobody's died yet,
It's been close. It's been close.
but you haven't died.
It's been very close.
But
Know what
did
I'm
you
doing.
die?
Yeah, you didn't die though.
It's been close.
Well, let's just not get into stupid fights and we'll be fine.
Yeah, but fighting's cool, man.
And I don't need to use any other spells because I have Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, I now realize how broken
It's
Eldritch
stupid.
Blast.
I hate
You
it.
get invocations that make it broken.
I hate it so much.
Yeah, you
So
get to
you
add your
should- you should
charisma
just use it.
modifier onto it and we get your invocation.
I know.
Just do it.
Well, keep in mind, keep on table again. These, and he motions you over. He pulls out what looks to be almost like a pair of goggles, but the nose comes to almost like a point. Imagine like the top half of Batman's cowl almost.
Yeah.
These,
Night.
simply named Eyes of the Eagle. If you look at them, it looks pretty simple in design. Like there's like these crystal lenses placed over the sockets. At a game, just to make it a little bit faster. You get advantage on perception checks that rely on sight. In conditions of clear visibility, you can make out details of even extremely distant creatures and objects as small as 2 feet across.
How much?
We're not going to be in clear visibility. I can guarantee it.
How much?
For these, 150 gold.
That's pretty reasonable, though.
I like it.
Not as cheap.
Nonetheless, move on. Been a very busy week. Still a few more things. Bear with me.
We're more than happy to look through your wares.
He takes you take a little like a bust sort of mannequin standing in one of the sides of his little shop, and he motions to the arms to where you see these very elaborate sort of gold woven bracers. They look to be made of like these rings that just go across.
Fancy.
My dick's getting hard.
These are simple bracers of defense. For one such as yourself, who does not wear armor or does not wear a shield, make you a bit harder to hit.
Yeah, they sure do.
Out of game. If you don't wear armor or not using a shield, they'll raise your defense AC too.
So you can't be wearing armor at all? Because I do wear armor.
Okay.
So maybe not as good for me.
Yeah, if you're not wearing armor.
You don't wear armor.
But he uses a shield.
Oh, you use a shield.
Fuck your shit.
Wait, how much?
So you said 2?
+2.
Nah, I don't. I literally, it doesn't do anything for me.
Wait, how much do your shield get?
+2 to AC.
Yeah.
You can say fuck that shield and get another sword.
Yeah, good.
Wait, you're not proficient in dual wield fighting, are you?
No, I could be later on.
But you could be.
There's a
Nah.
feat. There's a
Or you
feat.
just get a two-handed weapon like a fucking man.
Wow.
Damn.
Just kidding.
I'm sorry, but I still need the shield though because that's how I protect y'all's big
Yeah,
asses.
the imposed disadvantage is really good.
Oh, is that part of
Yeah.
your shield?
Yeah, you have to have a shield.
Yeah, I
For the
think
fighting style.
I think unfortunately we all utilize armor in some sense.
Fair enough. Only a few more. He takes you to like another. These aren't less mannequins. They're more like handikins, I guess.
Handikins.
I loved you, Handikin. You were my brother.
He has one is like a gold band with like a very intricate jeweled, almost like a hummingbird almost on it.
Wow.
I just imagine a car gets wow.
This ring of evasion.
That does sound pretty cool.
3 charges.
Yeah.
And they will recharge at dawn. I don't know how to describe this out of in-game terms. So if you fail a dex save while wearing it, you can use a reaction to expend a charge of the ring and pass it.
It's like it lives like evasion on a ring.
Yeah.
kind of.
It's strong.
Kind of, yeah.
The evasion on the rogue is you make the save, and if you pass the save, you take no damage, and if you don't pass the save, you take half damage.
So in this case, it's if you fail a dex save, it lets you go again.
You expend a charge and you just pass.
Pass.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That is a pretty powerful item.
If a rogue or a monk, because monks also get evasion, were wearing this, it'd be very powerful for them. But for you all, it could still come in handy.
You don't get evasion until 7th level.
Yeah, it's good, really good for casters.
For what?
Casters.
And then
It's good for everybody.
on the other side of the hand,
yeah.
there's another ring, except this one is like, It fits through 2 of the fingers, and it wraps around like that. It's just straight up, almost looks like just a gold strip wrapped around the fingers with like these runes etched into it. This
Some brass knuckles here.
very self-explanatory. Ring of spell storing.
Now that I feel a little bit differently about than the pearl.
What? Is that the same concept though?
Kinda, but it's probably cheaper.
Can hold up to 5 levels worth of spells.
Up to 5 levels worth of spells? That's much different. I can hold like 5 cure wounds in that.
Or the 5 guiding bolt.
I actually can't cast guiding bolt. That's all the sword.
Oh,
That's all my patron. That's not me. Yeah.
how much?
That's definitely something I'm interested in.
Ooh, for spell storing ring, yes.
Yes.
400 gold.
Makes sense. How much was the pearl of power?
300 gold.
Yeah, fuck the pearl of power.
What? One last item.
One last item. Hit me with it.
He takes you back to like a corner of his room with like this just shelf, not much on there, and he grabs what looks to be just a very small black sphere, very small, 3/4 of an inch in diameter to be exact.
Yeah,
like very small.
3.
This
Tiny.
bead of force.
Oh no. Didn't I? I think I'm thinking of a different campaign. I thought I gave you guys a bead of force in y'all's campaign.
I have a pearl power.
We got the pearl of power.
I had a pearl of power.
It was a pearl of power.
Okay,
What's
so
a
you
bead of
guys don't know
force?
what a bead of force is.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh boy.
Throw bead. Bead explodes, doing
How much?
some damage, and then, not yet, a sphere encloses area to where it explodes. Creatures trapped inside.
Didn't it do something else? Or am I crazy?
I think you're crazy.
I'm crazy.
Oh, hey.
I thought it did a lot of damage. I could be
I
wrong.
was about to say we gotta follow.
Hey, thank you for the follow.
Oh, we gotta follow.
Silent Ronin. You have
Welcome.
been knighted, good sir.
Sir,
Welcome to the realm.
Silent
Welcome.
Ronin.
That's
So-
a fucking badass name.
So out of
That
game,
is a good name.
you can use an action, throw the bead up to 60 feet. It explodes on impact and is destroyed.
Mhm.
And each creature within a 10-foot radius has to make a dex save, or they take 5d4 force damage. And then a sphere of transparent force encloses the area for 1 minute.
I think I'm thinking of a 3.5 edition campaign I did.
Perhaps.
Yeah,
So-
they definitely have changed it.
So are you getting that ring?
Okay, well,
much
hold
was
on. Before we move on to rings.
The bead of force will
Yes.
be 100 gold, and he will say, I have 4 total.
Wow.
4? What? One use?
They're a
Yeah,
one-use
one
item.
Yeah.
Don't you got Thunderbolt or Thunderwave?
Yeah, it's better, right? Except for the sphere part.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
Oh, wait, I wasn't done yet.
Oh shit.
No, that'll be done for now.
Okay.
I was wondering, can you magically enchant items?
Oh, of course. What kind of enchantment?
Make it easier to hit?
Make it easier to hit.
I'm looking for just like a simple like +2 or something.
You want like your weapon to become magical then?
Yes.
Of course, I can do that.
I'm gonna pull out this dagger. So it looks kind of like a trumpet flute kind of thing. I'm just gonna like close onto it really tight, and then I'm gonna hand it over, and then I'm also gonna pull a rapier out.
We talked about this, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then I'm gonna take the rapier out, and I'm gonna hand it over as well.
I don't think I've ever even seen you use a rapier.
You haven't.
You haven't seen either one of these items.
Okay.
You want to enchant both?
Yes, please.
To do both, 2,000 gold. For one, 1,000 gold.
Damn.
Damn.
Take the dagger.
I like how you were trying to persuade the hell out of whatever his name is.
Well, we're still figuring things out over here. So I was about to ask though.
Weeks.
How about we get 1,000 if we buy some more of these other items?
I'm sorry.
How about 1,000 and we buy some more of your other items?
1,000 for both enchantments.
Wait. 1,000 gold and 20 platinum.
For both enchantments.
Yes.
Make a persuasion check.
Are we gonna trade in this to
I'm
Hagstone?
I'm saving it. I'm trying to get to the point where we start making a
I
deal.
fucking love you. 28.
Fuck.
But he also made the guarantee we would buy other items, so that was also part of the guarantee.
That is part of the guarantee.
28 is very high. So I will say okay. To enchant both weapons take a few days. Will not be done by tomorrow. So you say buy more items?
Indeed.
Then we have deal.
And you can take as long as you need to with these.
Take about 3 days.
3 days.
No. Don't sell self short. 1 week.
1 week.
Both weapons will be done.
Sounds fair. We'll return in 1 week.
Deal.
All right. I mean, this is what we do. All right. So, the question I was going to ask out of character.
Cool.
Characters only are allowed to wear so many rings.
2.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
You can wear as many rings as you want, but you can only be attuned to 3 items.
Yeah.
Does the spell?
How many of
does the
these
spell-
require attuning?
Wait.
Okay. Ring of Spell Storing, attunement.
Yeah.
Evasion, attunement. What else were you interested in?
I think everything you said has 2 except Pearl Power.
The beads don't.
And the bead, yeah.
The bead, the pearl of power, the pearl
I
of
think the Pearl of Power
Or
does
maybe
have to be attuned.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do because it has to
Yeah.
know the spells.
pearl of power is attunement. The bands, iron bands of Belaru are not attuned. But yeah,
Yeah.
Is there anything else? Sorry, I'm trying not to be.
The bracers, those were attunement. But you guys weren't interested.
Not
in those.
interested in bracers.
The immovable rod, I know you guys are.
Man, I'm interested in that.
The
but
immovable rod is not attunement, and the robe of useful items is not attunement as well.
the robe's cool, but I think we. All right, what do you guys think? I definitely would like the 2 rings. I mean, not personally for me. I would like the spell storing one for me, but we can decide amongst each other for the ring of evasion. What else do you guys think? I want to be as prepared as possible for this, man. Within reason.
Believe the trap would be good.
The trap, definitely. I forgot about that.
Okay.
Definitely the bands. Bands be good.
How much should I say those were?
100.
150.
I like 1 gold.
For the
Okay.
for the throwable ones?
Yes.
100.
No, the iron bands
The iron
of
bands.
Bellaro.
I think those
Yeah,
were
that was throwable though, wasn't it?
It was,
a spear.
The beads of force are
It
throwable.
was 1 or 200
Yeah.
gold.
1 or 2.
I thought it was 150.
150? That
For
sounds
the
right.
ring one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure,
150.
we'll go with that.
150. And then I don't know about the rings. I don't think we ever even got a price on those.
I don't think we got a price. Wait.
I think
The spell storing one
Spell
was
storing
like
was
400.
400, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, another one was 300.
Yeah.
The pearl
So
was
it puts
300.
us at 850 right now. Not the pearl.
I'm saying the pearl was 300 though.
So if we got that too, that'd be 1150.
I'll take the bands. That was 150.
The iron bands of Bellaro, I think I said like 200.
I think you said 200 too.
Oh, 200.
Go 200. Okay, that
Would
puts
that
us at
be
12.
For the restraining bands.
20 platinum.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Oh,
Well, hold on. Wait.
except platinum.
Wait. So, let's get in line with what we're all interested in. Let's make sure we're all on this. 2 rings. Do we want the pearl? The power?
Pearl. It's 300 gold. I don't want
I don't want it.
I
Okay.
can't cast spells.
The 2 rings.
I kind of do, but that'll be alright.
Okay.
So you do not want the pearl of
Wait.
power.
That was 300, right?
For the pearl.
The pearl of power was
Oh, I thought you dropped all your money on all that.
I still got like 120 platinum.
How do you have so much money?
I'm hoarding that platinum, dude.
I haven't bought anything in a while.
What are you thinking?
How much was it? 300.
For the Pearl of Power,
Well,
yeah.
Yeah. So it'd be 500.
I have a plan. I just want to make sure we know what we want to get.
Okay. Go ahead.
So the pearl. Go with that.
Sure. Yeah.
2 rings, and we don't want the bracers. Is there something? I feel like I'm forgetting something.
The iron bands.
Iron bands.
Yes.
Is that everything?
Yes. I
Yes.
think so.
Okay, so all that together was what?
Let's do some calculations.
Because then I have a curveball to throw you once we're done.
About 1,200 gold total
Okay.
for all these items.
What was his name again?
Jolus.
Jolus. Folgers.
I love it when you open back up.
All right, Jolus. So it was 1,250, 1,200,
1,200.
1,200. Jolus, my friend. So we are interested in your items.
Oh, excuse me.
The 2 rings, the bands, and the pearl of power.
Yes.
We have some items that maybe you perhaps be interested in for trade.
Listening.
I'm gonna pull out the scorched soul bag and the heartstone from the hag.
As soon as you pull out the soul bag, his nostrils like flare, and he's where you get that?
Mitchell?
From just lying around?
Well, there were a group of hags that were causing trouble to Mitchell.
Explains hideous smell.
Yes. They're kind of ugly.
Hideous magic.
It's not, all magic depends on the user.
True.
They're interesting though, right? This one I kind of messed up. That's my bad. But
make a persuasion check. I'll say with advantage.
okay.
You have powerful relics from a night hag.
I believe.
Well, let's hope the second roll's better, boys. That's cocked. God, that's cocked. Please. Hey! 21. 22.
22.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 22. Sorry, just 22.
Black gem. See, please. He takes it, and you see him mutter and trace a few symbols in the air, and he begins to look at it, sniffs it. This interested in. That I want nothing to do with.
Darn.
I take very powerful relic. Very powerful adventurers. I will knock 400 gold off price. I can do much studying with this, much research. I will work with Vorkax.
How you guys feel about it? Good.
Sounds good to me.
800. And
800.
so good doing business.
200 is a piece.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't know if we want to split it up that way. I'm cool with however
How
you
much
guys
was it a
want
piece?
to split it up.
200 piece.
Did I drop a piece of paper just now? No, it's right here. Sorry. Well, good doing business with you.
Of course. His large hand encompasses yours.
Yes.
How much gold do you have for the spare gold?
Not much. I got like 64. I'll just go ahead and race my gold. Just get rid of that. So 64 off of whatever I have over there. The only reason I am purchasing things is because I want Malachi to be caught. This man needs to be brought to justice, and we have to be prepared.
Here, I'll pay 400 instead of 2.
Okay, who's getting what?
I definitely would like the ring of spell storing. Ring of evasion, any of us could use.
I want the Pearl of Power. And I suppose I'll take the band.
Okay.
Unless somebody else wants the band.
Ring of evasion.
I have a shitty dex modifier.
Well, I'm currently attuned to 2 items.
Is Sentinel getting the ring of evasion then?
I don't need the ring.
I can take the ring.
You probably need it more than I do.
You're a rogue man. It'd be great for you to have it.
Okay. Easy enough to do.
Good doing business with you, Jolas.
Yes, of course. Remember, 1 week, I will have items for you.
We should be back by then.
Yes. Thank you.
We're traveling north.
Oh, are you?
Yes.
Be safe. Dangerous lands north of mountains.
Anything you know about the north that could possibly help us out?
Your persuasion check.
I can persuade you all day, Jolas. Let's go! That's a 16?
16. Been through a passage once or twice. See pebbles falling from above. Make haste.
Look out for rock slides, boulders.
Indeed.
All
or
right.
something that might be causing them.
Ooh. Very well. Thank you. That'll be useful knowledge, I'm sure.
Pleasure doing business. Must research I have.
Yeah. Hopefully, those hags will be good for something, I guess, in the end.
Vile creatures.
Very. Very nasty. Very mean.
Well, he
I wouldn't have-
grabs up your weapon and says, "Have a good day."
You too, Jolas.
You do, thank you.
See you in a week, hopefully.
Yep.
Okay. So
All right.
next.
How much money do we have left?
None.
None?
I got like
I have quite a bit.
How much? I mean, if you don't feel like sharing, that's fair. You don't trust us?
You have 848 gold left.
Good. We're going to the forge.
Okay. Going to the forge. Now, it doesn't take you too long to get there. You got Sentinel remembers the way.
Are you ready? Fucking extendo.
Let's see what he has. Let's see what he has.
Fucking go!
Okay, so you.
Yeah, he might have something.
Can I make ranged sword attacks with that?
Yes!
So you walk in to the forge. It's exactly like you remember it. You see various like prototypes of like warforged arms, legs, other various accoutrements hanging throughout of the store. You see, if you remember, Erlin, the gnome, had a little sidekick, so to speak, which is another warforged by the name of Smith.
Oh, yeah.
He greets you.
Smith.
Don't. Hello. How may I help you? I remember you. Sentinel, correct?
Ah, Sentinel does not remember your name, though.
Ah, very rude. I remember the rest of you.
Damn, Sentinel.
Are you here for business?
Yes, we are. Sentinel would like to know of potential upgrades.
Ah, well, Smith has the answers. Because Smith is my name.
Sentinel will make a note of that.
Good. Follow me.
I thought he was going to say, fuck you.
good. Fuck you.
Erlin is busy at the moment. He is currently working on a new project. But we have a few things in stock that might interest you. What'd you say?
The legs? Is he working on the legs? You better pay those royalties, damn it.
Wait, what?
That was the arms.
Oh, it was arms? I thought it was
arms.
legs.
Oh, yeah, no, it was you guys wanted to have extra fucking arms.
Yeah.
So he brings you to, it seems like, he brings you to like a side of the store that seems to have more of the finished products. And there's not much at the moment, but there are three things that stick out to you. He brings you up to what looks to be a warforged arm. You can see it like almost has what looked to be like a ball joint of sorts on the end. You can only imagine where it would like he would help replace the aspects of your person. This is Erlin's extendo arm. I believe I showed it to you before.
Sentinel does remember.
Yes. We currently have this in stock. Very useful if you ask me. And like he holds up his arm. It's very similar to the one that's on the rack, this rack of parts. It's very interesting. You see, compared to yours, you see there's like on the back of the arm, there's like this fairly, what can only be described as a, I'd say small like canister of sorts. And then you see where like he has like these like ridges almost in place on the forearm where you can only assume it's where the arm shoots out. Yes, this, like mine, uses pressurized air to launch your hand forward up to 20 feet. We have a few more. It's two more things. He brings you to what looks to be like less new parts, more attachments. They look to be like, well, they are currently in place on like a dummy leg. It's like a little device, or he'll say this. This is a device. It fits onto the back of our legs, and it looks it's like a very flexible metal that comes back off the calf and like points down to like where like the ball of your feet start. You ever played Portal?
Oh, it looks like Shell's little bouncy thing.
Exactly. It looks almost exactly like that.
Gotcha.
You can use these. These are known as Warforged Striders out of game. So if you were to get these attachments on you, outside of combat, you may move up to double your normal move speed. And I don't know what the fuck that was. It was Chris! During combat, you may use dash as a bonus action.
They're like boots of striding? Is that kind of how they are? Kind of?
I forgot those were a thing, actually.
Yeah.
But I guess if that's how the boots are striding.
I don't know, honestly.
Okay.
For Warforged.
That's it. Basically allows you to move faster, and then you can use dash as a bonus action in combat. And the final thing we have in stock are the leg launchers. These actually look like a pair of like legs, which he will also mention. If there are any other custom modifications you wish to add, such as a different color or any, like Erlen did with your head, any engravings, we also provide that as well. But these look like, you can see that looks like a very intricate series of like springs attached to the legs. And he'll like pick one up and show you. Watch this. Like a roll actually for this.
Gonna knock one of us out with that thing.
He grabs one of the legs and he begins to like press it in. Press. Oof. Okay.
We'll make it.
And like you see how like the upper part of the leg actually like kind of folds down in as these springs begin to like build up kinetic force. And he begins to do it and bling, and like he loses his grip and the leg goes whoosh, and like sticks into the fucking wooden cabinet. So, oops, my bad. But these are leg launchers. And these modifications, these will allow you to triple your jump height and as well as your jump distance.
What about landing?
Yes, Sentinel would like to retain all limbs after jumping.
Very good question. Well, I imagine you wouldn't jump very high unless you were jumping up to something, correct?
Logic dictates, yeah.
Erlen did not work out the landing part.
Just Midoriya, fucking dragon, bro.
Yeah.
I'm still feeling the extendo arm.
The extendo arms, I should have told you, outside of the game. At the moment, because this, he'll let you know, this is like the base mod that you can get. Twice per day, you may use an action to expel the pressurized air stored in your arm and propel your hand up to 20 feet, either to make an unarmed melee attack, grab an item, etc., at my discretion.
So you couldn't take a swing with a sword?
I don't
You have to roll for it.
Okay, so it's okay. You still okay?
Can he like pull his arm back, or better question, can he still make his second attack?
It depends. Like,
so does extending it and pulling it back require two different actions?
I would say, like, if you use your extendo arm as an action on your turn,
yeah,
by the start of your next turn, it will have retracted back.
So your opponents would have like a chance to cut it off.
Maybe.
How much for the Striders?
Striders? 600 gold.
How much for the leg launchers?
That's a good question.
Could you turn that jump height into distance?
Yes, he said jump height as well as jump distance.
Okay, I missed that.
3 times, right?
Triple. About the same, 600 gold.
Who needs the extendo arm when you just close the distance?
Sentinel would like both of those upgrades.
Striders and leg launchers?
Yes.
Oh, I will let Erlen know.
Fair.
He begins to gather them off the wall. He like like pulls the one out of the. It's unarmed.
Not that one.
Yeah, Sentinel with like an undamaged fleck launcher.
It's relatively unharmed, but
Relatively.
Yeah, it's gonna break during combat, and I'm gonna kill one of you guys.
What? It wasn't our fault.
Accidentally.
Yeah, I'm sure Smith accidentally did it after he forgot his name.
Yeah. So
I remember Erlen.
just so you know, having these modifications, these procedures done to you will take about a day or so to complete.
Are we good with waiting a day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About a day. So, like, would they be ready? Would he be ready tomorrow?
Erlen should be done anytime now. If he were to start now, I say he would be done by tomorrow afternoon.
We'll be leaving a little bit earlier than we planned, but I'm up for it if you guys are. What do y'all think?
Sure.
Sure.
We'll need to get our clothes in the morning, anyways.
I suppose we need to leave Sentinel here.
Yes, Erlen will be done soon.
Make sure to pick up my sword on the way back, please.
Yeah, we definitely don't need to forget that.
It's a good idea.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna give Sentinel a hug.
yeah.
I guess I'll give Gore a hug back and then pick him up and.
Okay.
Good luck on your operation.
I'll go and give these to you. So we'll say for the sake of expediency, like after Erlen gets done, you see like another Warforged walk out. Looks like they got another extendo arm as well. And he takes you back and he begins on the procedure, just for the sake of expediency. So the day is y'all's. You're through.
I'm gonna go. Would any of you like to go with the go to the library with me?
What are you
What for
looking
exactly?
for?
Well, I'm a little more interested in these instruments that I found, like this loot here.
Well, if you want to do that, I guess since we have the rest of the day to spend, we can go read up on maybe Stormwind Keep, where we're going. Information's never a bad thing to have.
That's true.
Is there our local library?
Yeah. So for this, you would have to make an investigation check. Actually.
I'll ask around.
Yeah. So you guys ask around, whatnot.
Yeah.
12.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry, 10.
Investigation.
No, bleh.
Yeah.
9.
Investigation.
I'm so sorry.
9. I got a 19.
19. Yeah. Asking around, you learn about the Royal Library in the upper districts. It's basically a collection of knowledge that scholars, students can access to in their studies or research. Yeah.
All right.
I'll just walk up. Is there like a librarian?
Okay, yeah.
Dude,
So
chick?
you guys are gonna travel there.
Travel. Yeah.
Oh yeah. We'll travel there.
It's gonna be you three.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I
Sorry,
assume
Sentinel.
you'll be leading the way.
What's that?
Either way.
Sure.
Make a perception check.
You're a brave boy, Ben.
Emphasis on boy.
It's still raining very hard, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the rain.
You guys are getting soaked.
Is it cold out?
8.
Not really.
It's only cold just because you're soaking wet.
Fair. Oh, shit. It's raining. We're going to the library. That's our page master. I mean,
Shit.
where's Christopher Lloyd?
What'd you draw? Oh, sorry. What'd you roll?
An 8.
An 8. Okay. So it's you, and how was the marching order?
I'll be in the back.
Okay.
I'll be behind. I'm in the middle.
So you notice as you're making your way up there, you notice like this shabbily dressed man begins to like walk next to you, like kind of keeping in pace with you. No big deal. And he looks over and he sees you, and like as you guys are walking, you notice as he goes up to you, Ven, and like he just begins to like he grabs your bag and just starts like looking through your stuff, like your pockets.
Can I pick him up? Is he older?
He's just like a shabbily dressed man, just a normal looking guy.
Okay, yeah. Can I just
Hey.
like
This guy.
Guy, like, hey, pick him up by the
You're gonna
waist.
attempt to
Hey.
make an athletics check.
Okay.
And what do you think you're doing,
I'm
man?
gonna push
Natural
it to you for
20.
advantage.
Hey.
It doesn't take you too long. Sorry.
Since I'm getting work done.
Fair.
What do you think you're doing?
He's just like, he's just like scoffing, and
Oh, scoff at me.
he's gonna attempt to.
This is not your bag.
Yeah, he's my big dice.
Hey, what's the big idea? That big.
He's not saying anything. He's just like trying to like get out of your grasp. Doesn't seem like he's having any leverage.
I'm
Hey.
gonna switch.
Hey.
Switch personas right in front of him. And I'm
Gonna
gonna be
say something?
into a drow, and I'm gonna say, "I suggest you tell us what exactly you're looking for."
Go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Yeah. Damn. Oh, 13.
Not bad.
13.
4.
He's not really paying any attention to you all. Like he's literally his only focus right now is to get out of Klaus's grasp.
Did he grab anything off?
No, he didn't grab anything. He's just looking. Okay, go and roll another athletics check.
Okay.
Just throw him. Toss
a
him down the
12.
road.
12.
Yeah.
He does manage to like get out, and like he looks at the three and he's just like just walks away.
Yeah, you better keep walking.
Hang on.
Doesn't say a word.
Cast Vicious Mockery. Fuck you.
Okay, what does he have to do?
Wisdom saving throw.
So you're actually gonna attack him.
Yes.
Essentially, this is an attack, I guess. Yeah.
Essentially.
Okay. What's the save?
18.
Okay. So he fails.
Can I go inspect his pockets?
Wait, what? Can we go inspect his spot? Yeah.
Yes.
How does he feel about it?
Fucking 4.
4 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay, so like if that's the case. He like as he's walking away, you attack him and like you do the psychic damage, and he's like, help, help!
Hey, this man's crazy.
And he starts to run away.
All right, yeah.
And
Homeless
Okay.
people, yeah. What's with him?
a few moments pass. You,
Do I-
you guys just gonna stay here?
Does he
Now
have,
we're gonna keep going to the house.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep
does he
walking.
have bags or anything on him?
No.
Doesn't have bags or anything? Did I notice him pickpocket anything from him?
Make a perception check.
You told me he didn't.
Yeah, I thought you said
He
that.
wants to look, so
16?
16. No, like I said, he
Oh,
didn't take
okay.
anything.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if he did or not. I
Gotcha.
missed that part.
It's okay.
I mean, yeah. Let's just head
we'll
back
just
head
keep-
towards the
we'll just
library.
keep
Yeah, we'll
walking.
just keep
All
walking.
right. Well, if you guys can keep moving, you'll
And as we
notice.
keep moving, I'm just gonna be shit talking this guy the entire time.
Well,
Keep on my
as a few
ass.
moments pass, you'll notice some guards rushing like in the direction.
Sure. Ah, yes. Hello.
They don't say anything to you guys.
Oh, they're just running past us.
Well, they're running towards where you guys, where the
Oh, I thought you said they were coming at us. Oh,
Just
I'm
gonna
just
wave at him.
Okay.
Go get him, buddies.
They're just like, oh, did you guys hear that?
There was a man
Oh,
who
There's a
tried
homeless
that way.
man.
a man tried to pickpocket our friend here and ran off.
So you guys were yelling for help?
He was yelling for help, oddly enough.
Yeah.
Why was he yelling for help?
I don't know. I think he's a little unstable. I'm pretty sure he is.
Interesting. Where'd he go?
Down
Wherever
the-
he ran, I'm pointing that way.
Yes.
Go ahead. I would say less deception. You did attack him.
He was fucking running. What?
Let's say persuasion.
Sure.
I'll fucking persuade the shit out of this.
Well, you guys are specifically not mentioning
19.
his spell he cast, so
We don't know he did it.
Yeah, I didn't know he did it.
That's true.
I mean, you know you
He
did
knows
it.
he did it.
19. Oh yeah, they're just
I'm
like,
fucking good.
they're just like, we're gonna go find him. What do you look like?
Scraggly.
Scraggly looking old homeless guy wearing a cloak of some kind.
Damn.
1 in a million.
There's tons of them around here. We'll go look for him.
Do you want
Sorry.
us to assist you?
No, that's fine. We got it. Just some weirdo, I guess.
Yeah, I'm sure he's just trying to snatch something off of us.
All right, be safe.
They go about their way, and you guys continue towards the library, and you make it there.
Fuck that.
It's a very grandiose appearance on the outside. These large, like marble pillars. Like there's like 2 marble pillars that like encompass what looks to be like a very large, elaborate-looking wooden door. Very large building. You imagine they call it the Royal Library for a reason.
Yeah.
And you enter, and there'll be like a dragonborn woman
Hey, something.
Excuse me, who immediately greets you. Says, yes, may I help you all?
Yes, I was wondering, do you have any books on instruments called DOS?
DOS.
DOSS?
Can't say I've ever heard of a DOS instrument.
Do you have any books over over the bards?
Oh yes,
legendary bards.
Yes, we do.
Valcro?
You mean Sigmir?
Yes, Sigmir Valcro. Yes.
I know what you're talking about now. And she'll point you in the direction of where you can find these books.
Thank you. And this is my friend K.A. Run.
What can I help you with?
Yes, I will. Curious about some nonfiction about Razorwind Keep, the mountains to the north, possibly people that have adventured there, experiences, things to look out for.
Oh yes, I'll be in your
Maps.
Geography and history section. Okay.
Stop.
Sure enough. Okay. So with her help, it's both of you, since you're looking for things. Both of you roll investigation with advantage.
Okay. All right. 20.
Oh,
20, yeah.
Flaccid 20.
13.
13. So we'll do you first, Wyatt.
Third time.
So what exactly are you looking for?
General information about Razorwind Keep and
Okay.
the mountains past, and just maybe an explorer that would have gone there that can have some survival tips, creatures to look out for, wildlife,
So you do find a book.
settlements.
So it's kind of like a basic history book, History of Eralia.
Sure.
And you do find a section about the northern area, and there is a section for Razorwind Keep. It used to be a very large manor / castle owned by a how did I say this? Owned by a very wealthy what is it?
Aristocrat?
Kind of, I guess. We'll say that for now.
Nobleman.
What?
Nobleman?
No, sure. There was
Douche.
before
What do you mean, Dutch?
before Eralia became united as a country, there was a very large battle that had taken place at Razorwind Keep, and for a time it had been overtaken by monsters, goblins, what have you, and to this day, it is known to be abandoned. So yeah.
Wait, it's known to be abandoned?
Yes.
I thought we were told there was like a contingency of guard, like the guy owns it, Malachi.
No, that's where you just know that's where they're headed.
Huh. So monsters owned it. Do we have like a record of the last time there was an attack there? Why we just let him keep it? Is it just too hard to?
So if you do some more research, you'll see that because of the relatively dangerous terrain, isolation, it was known to just kind of be like a lost cause. A few adventuring expeditions were replaced. On the surface, as I said, it just seems to be abandoned.
Okay. Any information about the person that owned it before the monsters took it?
Let's say we're doing general history. If you're looking for something in particular about Razorwind Keep, go ahead and make another investigation check.
Shit, that's a natural one, buddy.
Natural one. Nothing useful you can find. They must not have been too important.
All right. Well, the only other thing is just possible wildlife and conditions. I expect it to be cold.
Yeah, of course. Go make another investigation check. Just one final one for that topic. 12?
Yeah.
Wildlife and whatnot. Not a whole lot of wildlife. For things that live in such an isolated, dangerous area. Mainly predators. classic. You can imagine there'd be packs of wolves, maybe.
I was trying to do it quiet.
Other large predatory mammals.
They're mammoths.
Mammoths.
Jeez. Hey, quit it.
Wait, were
Yeah.
they predators?
I don't know. They have tufts.
Stop. I'm trying to make sure it's supposed
Predators.
That's for the most part, though.
Bye-bye.
Not a whole lot of foliage.
Shit. Okay. The only other thing I would want to look in this library, if there are even any books about Malachi, he's still alive, so I doubt it. Maybe his family, anything he could, his lineage, maybe connected to
Okay.
Razor Wing Keep.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and make another investigation check.
I'm asking the right questions, boys. Be 13.
13, and there's just not a whole lot of information
No,
on him.
like no book with like his last name.
No,
Okay,
nothing you can find.
Nothing I can find. Well, it didn't go great for me, guys. I tried.
And what about you?
All right, so for what I'm looking for, Falkrell is does he have any like friends that?
So go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Yeah. 11.
11.
Yeah.
Okay, 11. Okay, so you're looking through these books, looking for the name Sigmira Falkrell, Sigmira Falkrell, Sigmira Falkrell. No Sigmira Falkrell, but what you do find is a book. It's entitled The Man of Many Voices, a biography of Sigmir Sunderhand. If you just skim through it, it seems to be a biography of this. It seems to be the same Sigmar that you're looking for. This seems to be his time before he was known as this legendary character. He was basically a very skilled bard. He was able to copy voices on the fly, able to sing in any tone. Just overall very skilled in music. This pretty much is like, this is not an autobiography. This is written by someone else. It seems to be just kind of like the life and times before he was this like legendary figure.
Who is it written by?
I'll tell you.
Sigmir Falkrell.
You gather the title Sigmar Falkrell is like one that was kind of bestowed upon him.
Sure.
Sigmir Sunderhand, written by
Sigmir Sunderhand.
Falkrell.
No.
My autobiography.
Yes, it is written by one Traben, Traben, Silvador.
Have we heard that name before?
I don't believe so.
I'll take some.
Would I happen to know any Silvadors through my travels?
Make a history check, I guess.
Nope, I don't know shit. 7.
Doesn't ring a bell to you.
Who the fuck is Silvador?
And you find a few other books, just like Music of Eralia, History of Music. There's one book called Bardic Prowess, which pretty much like describes these figures known as bards that are able to quite literally use the power of music in order to weave magic.
Power of rock.
It's very interesting.
I'm just gonna like take 2 or 3 of them, and I'm gonna read some of them, but then like I'm gonna put those back, and then I'm gonna like take some of the ones that I feel like weren't important.
Okay.
Especially this one, and go check them out.
The biography.
Many voices.
Okay. Okay, yeah, easy enough to do. Do you have a library card?
No, but we can change that.
Yeah. For the sake of brevity, well, you go through the process. It only takes about 20 or so minutes.
Fior.
You register as Fior.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you have a library card.
Nice.
Fuck, we never said where we're gonna be back up at.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
I assume we just go back.
Oh yeah, I assume we're picking him up.
Oh yeah, I'll just go back here.
Is it already the next day?
No, this is still the same day.
It's still raining.
We
Yes.
just gotta go. We gotta go to an end somewhere.
Before I meet back up with them, could I go find somewhere where there's like general goods,
Yeah, he's gonna have to do. What are you looking for?
umbrellas?
Umbrellas. Unfortunately,
They're all sold out.
in this world, the idea of umbrellas have not been pioneered yet. I would
Well,
say.
boys,
Oh shit!
we got a new thing to come up with.
We can use the mayonnaise.
What? Somehow.
The mayonnaise. Okay.
Create a
Alright.
protective layer between us and the rain.
That'd be
Instead,
disgusting.
Mayonnaise
Yeah.
shifting. Mayonnaise bending.
I have a hood. We're fine.
But yeah, I mean, it's, if you want to find like just like a traveling cloak or a traveling hood, that'd be easy to do. Maybe like a thick, I'd say less thick, more like a sturdy leather that could been treated so it keeps the water off you. If you're looking for something like that,
Dude, let me get a poncho and hood.
it's basically a poncho, like a hooded poncho. You want
Let's
one?
go. Yeah.
I'd say like 15 silver.
Yeah.
Well,
And remember, you are getting the winter clothes as well.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Be ready for dry, wet, cold, all of it.
Okay, cool.
I'm ready to go to Sentinel.
Well, we gotta wait till the next day.
Should I get some for my friends?
We were all in the library. I assume we left
I
together.
would assume you guys traveled together.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there
I'm
anything
fine.
else you guys wish to do?
I think we're good.
Okay.
Think so.
You good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll do. So there's nothing you wish to do before you perform your long rest.
I want to make sure I'm wearing the proper items I need to be attuned to, like
Yeah,
this
yeah.
ring of spell soaring and
Yeah, easy enough to do.
yeah.
I'll just be reading and eating mayonnaise.
Okay.
Man.
Fair enough. Sentinel, you'll be able to perform your Sentinel's rest while he's doing this procedure on you. And easy enough to do. He's going to work like through the night. So, I'll assume you guys will perform your nightly ritual. Which inn are you staying at?
Closest.
I assume you'll stay at the one where Ruby's at.
Sure. Yeah.
Ruby.
Is that the closest one to?
I think she was at the Rugged Traveler.
I believe it was the Rugged Traveler. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That was where we had the fighting competition.
Yeah.
Who's Ruby?
The Furball we rescued.
Right.
The Furball. You mean your cousin?
Right.
I have characters. The Furball we rescued.
Where's the heart? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It was not in character.
But you will actually be up before they will be.
Okay. I'll just be standing in the shop.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, he'll let you out. So you drop him off at about, I would say, noonish, 1-ish. So by the time he gets done, it's been about a little over 12 hours. So it's probably about 2 or so in the morning. And like you performed your Sentinel's rest while he was doing that.
Oh, could I just go up back to the upper districts?
Yeah.
You just be walking around alone. Good luck, man.
Yeah, upper districts, and I'm gonna go try to find.
Okay, yeah.
Vortex.
That's easy enough to do.
At 2 a.m.
Okay, yeah.
He's the master of magic.
Alright, sure. You do you, man.
So you are taking your long rest and Sentinel's doing this. Yeah. Go make a perception check while you travel there. You know how to get there. It's only about half an hour, 45 minutes at this point. You guys,
A 17.
17? Okay.
Please don't die.
As you're traveling, you don't notice anything in particular. You make your way up. There will be some guards outside that will stop you, and they'll say, "Halt, Warforged. What do you need? What's your business?"
I wish to speak to Vorkax.
Vorkax.
He has an item of mine, and I would like it back.
Okay. Why don't you just follow us?
I can do that.
Okay. And they'll lead you in to the chambers. They're actually cards. Pretty familiar to you. Shut up.
Sorry.
That's our boy.
And they lead you to Vorkax's chamber, and they say, "Just a moment, sir." Knock, 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 knock. There's no answer at first. About 30 seconds or so pass. They turn and say, "All right, well, I think he's asleep, so why don't you come back?" And as soon as he says that, you hear the door click open. You see the Dragonborn snout peer out. "Ah, yes, Sentinel. I'm glad to see you. It's very late, but I've been working.
Ah, Vorkax.
Please, come in." "Thank you, gentlemen," he said. "Oh, of course. And they go back, and you enter the room with Vorkax. "I'm glad you came alone. I need to speak with you about your weapon." I need you three, if you would, to leave the room.
Okay.
All right.
Surely.
I got a nat 20 on 2 dice. On both dice, can I stay?
Sure.
Oh my god.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, sorry, dude.
You're fine. This shouldn't take too long.
There you go.
This is more for immersion's sake than anything. Okay. So, my friend, I must ask, where did you acquire this weapon?
My best friend Thogum from Crystal Bay gave it to me. He said it belonged to his son beforehand.
And have you known, do you know anything else about him, about their history?
I do not.
Very interesting.
He is captain of the guard at Crystal Bay.
Ah, interesting. Seems like must be an upstanding man.
He is one of the most finest men I know.
Well, this is very interesting, Sentinel, I must tell you. This sword, I've never seen a form of magic like this. I believe it to be very ancient, before the study of magic really began. I know what you briefly told me about its strange power, but it seems, and I've performed a few tests myself, and like he'll pull back his sleeve and you see on like his scaly hand there's like a few cuts of his own that he's done. This blade seems to absorb, to say it in simple terms, it seems to just absorb blood, and it takes power from that blood. You told me you slew those hags with this weapon, correct?
Yes, I do believe it was the night hag?
It was a night hag is the one that you...
The night hag that gave me the strange powers that it seems to have taken.
Well, this blade seems, as I said, I believe it absorbs the life force, the very life force from their blood, and it transfers it into the blade. I've performed numerous tests, and when I drop my blood, it just seems to soak into the blade, and and you probably would have noticed this as well, like when you slew the guards in the warehouse and whatnot, like the little drops to where it does absorb is a very, very, very faint glow. When you killed the night hag, however, it was just it was like accelerated, like it was much brighter than it normally would be. I must tell you, I believe you are safe wielding this, being a warforged, although you do have life force, and people can argue about the sentience of warforged and whether they are really alive, but I'm one to believe that you all are people, beings, but you don't have blood necessarily. You do have life force. All I will say is be careful with this weapon. I believe for the most part you to be safe, but if it does anything strange in the future, let me know.
You will be the first person I notify.
So, have you thought of a name for this weapon?
No, I have not.
What about something intense? Blood drinker.
That does not sound very appetizing to me.
Well, you don't eat blood, do you?
No, but I do not want a sword called Blood Drinker. Just sounds very ominous.
Oh, it's a very ominous blade, my friend.
Well, I will brainstorm some names for later.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna take a 5 platinum out of my purse and hand it to him.
Well, he sees you do that, and he's like, "Please, Sentinel, it's my pleasure. I'm sure you've met Jolas the Minotaur. Me and him are very adept in studying the arcane, and this is something new to me. Instead of money, all I ask is that you keep me informed of the properties of this weapon, for I've never seen anything like this."
I can do.
Okay. And I'm gonna go and do this really quick, since you don't have a name for it. So you already know that the blade does the D8 to fiends and fae, and the D6 to, honestly, which will now become a D8 to goblinoid enemies. I'm writing it down for you, don't worry.
Okay.
You also get +1 to hit and attack rolls with this weapon now.
Okay.
For job.
And this required attunement, right?
Yes.
believe it.
So in theory, you will have to reattune to this weapon.
Okay.
Boom. I'm gonna get them back. And then we'll say, you say your goodbyes, and you head back out.
I'm just gonna go with the
How
rugged
much should I
traveler.
spend to get a good one, I guess?
So you head back to the Rugged
I
Traveler.
have no idea what they're going to do when they're on sale.
It's more like I would. Man, hard to say.
When you're on PC Part Picker, it's hard to tell what's on sale.
Yeah.
Well, you just got to go and look.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time if you want to like scour the internet to find the best prices. Also, buying, also getting refurbished is. I would highly recommend doing refurbished myself. Making sure it's warranted though, so you can return it if it doesn't work well.
All right.
Anyway,
So Sentinel, you make your way back to the Rugged Traveler. When you get there, it is relatively quiet. You see Arendar, the I believe half-elf man. He's sitting there just cleaning mugs, and he sees you enter. He's like, "Oh hey, yeah, your friends went upstairs earlier, and he's just cleaning your mugs."
Okay, I'm just gonna go sit down at a table.
So if you need something to drink or eat, I know you Warforged don't do that, but just let me know.
Okay. And I'm just gonna sit down at a table, go to Sentry Rest, and attune to my item.
All right, yeah.
sorry, what?
And
Okay.
with that being said, we'll go ahead. I know I just had you guys leave and come back. We will end tonight's session there. Tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next week, we'll pick up, and you guys will prepare
traveling.
and head out.
Yeah,
Cool.
sounds good to me.
Sweet.
Sweet.
All right.
Well, thank you for tuning in, everybody.
Thanks for
Yeah.
the follows, the Silent Ronin. We appreciate you.
Thank you very
Welcome
much.
to
Yeah.
the realm again, this hour.
Yeah, welcome.
And if any of you guys, I don't know what games we'll be playing tomorrow, but we'll be back again around 1 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
Catch us then.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys later.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Peace.